My beloved child, listen closely because what I'm about to reveal will keep you awake tonight. An arrival is approaching, and the sound of footsteps will echo in a way you never expected. This is not an ordinary meeting, it carries the weight of destiny. You have felt a strange tension in the air, like a whisper brushing your spirit, warning you to stay alert. That is no coincidence, for someone is already on their way toward you. The energy they bring will shift everything in your life. At first, you will not believe it, because the person you see will carry both familiarity and shock. Your heart will race, your hands may tremble, but your soul will instantly recognize this moment was written long ago. This arrival is not just an event, it is the unfolding of a hidden promise. The surprise waiting for you is bigger than anything your mind has been preparing for. Their words will pierce through the silence, and suddenly everything you thought you knew will be rewritten. Stay until the end, for I will reveal why this encounter cannot be ignored. Every passing second is building toward this revelation, and heaven has chosen you to witness it. The one who is coming has carried secrets for far too long. Now those secrets will be placed at your doorstep, directly into your hands. They have wrestled with guilt, longing, and sleepless nights. But the courage to face you has finally overcome their fear. The air will shift when they arrive, as though even time bends to witness what unfolds. You will notice small signs before it happens, an unexpected chill, a sudden silence, a repeated number flashing before your eyes. These are confirmations that the universe is aligning. Prepare yourself, for when the knock comes, nothing will remain the same. Your life is being rearranged for this single moment. And when the door opens, you will see not just a person, but the truth they carry like a burning torch. Their presence is the storm and the calm all at once. My beloved child, heaven whispers that this arrival is no accident. The one who is coming holds both answers and questions locked inside their soul. The weight of their silence has reached heaven's ears, and now it will reach yours. They will look into your eyes, and you will see the regret they never dared to speak aloud. You will hear words that were delayed for years but can no longer be hidden. What you feel will be a mixture of shock and relief, sorrow and hope. This encounter is not about the past alone, it is about unlocking the next chapter of your journey. The future hinges on what is about to be revealed. That is why you were told not to turn away, not to ignore the signs. Their arrival is both a warning and a blessing. It will shake you, test you, and heal you all at the same time. What is about to unfold will prove that destiny cannot be delayed any longer. The atmosphere around you is already shifting, even if you can't fully sense it yet. The sky seems heavier, the winds quieter, as though nature itself is preparing for this grand entrance. My beloved child, this is how heaven marks an important moment before it touches your life. The person who is approaching is not just carrying their own story. They carry yours too, because somewhere in their silence, your name has lived like a flame refusing to die. And when they finally step before you, the fire will light up everything hidden. They never thought they would gather the courage to face you again. Nights of conflict, days of heavy regret, endless battles within their own heart brought them here. And now that moment has come, they are walking closer with each breath. You might remember the pain they left you with, the words they swallowed instead of speaking, the promises that slipped into shadows. But the truth they bring now is powerful enough to erase every unanswered question. Their arrival will rewrite the script of your life. They know you may hesitate, you may even feel anger rise within you when you see them. But beneath that surface emotion, something else will stir: recognition. The kind of recognition that only comes from souls that were always tied together. This person has been tested in ways you could never imagine. The silence they carried almost broke them, but they realized they could not move forward until they came back to you. That is why this encounter is heaven-sent. It's not coincidence, it's command. When they speak, their voice will shake at first, because the weight of years will press through their words. But as the truth pours out, you will feel your own walls beginning to crack. What was once locked away is now being returned to you. My beloved child, destiny has waited long enough. The hourglass has run dry, and the time of revelation is here. Their arrival is the bridge between the life you lived and the one you are about to walk into. You will remember signs from the past that suddenly make sense. Dreams that haunted you, visions that returned in silence, whispers you thought were imagination, all of them were preparing you. Nothing was random, everything was aligned for this arrival. Do not underestimate the magnitude of this moment. The person who comes will not leave you the same. Their words will either heal you deeply or shake you to the core, but either way, they will transform you. They come with both trembling and determination. Trembling, because they know how much they hurt you. Determination, because they know you deserve the truth, no matter how heavy it feels. The shock will not just be in their presence but in the story they unfold. What they reveal will connect pieces you didn't even realize were missing. The missing chapter of your life is about to be handed to you. The silence before their presence will feel almost supernatural. You will feel the weight in your chest, the pause in your breath, as if the entire world has stopped spinning for a single heartbeat. My beloved child, this is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. The one who comes is not empty-handed. They are bringing confessions, admissions, and truths that will shake the ground beneath your feet. Every word will be sharp, yet every word will heal. For so long, you thought you were forgotten, abandoned, or ignored. Yet behind the curtain of silence, they were battling demons, and you were always the anchor they could not let go of. Their return is not a mistake. It is the divine call finally answered. They are stepping into your world not just to speak but to surrender. To lay down their pride, their secrets, their shame, and finally hand you what you deserved to know long ago. This is not a visit, it is an unveiling. When your eyes meet theirs, everything you buried deep will rush back like a flood. The anger, the sorrow, the longing, the hidden tenderness will collide all at once. You may even feel dizzy because the emotions will be too heavy to hold. But hold them you must, because this arrival is not a curse, it is liberation. The truth that burned in silence is finally about to be released into light. And once spoken, nothing will bind you anymore. The shock is not just in who they are, but in why they've come. They will reveal the chain of events that forced them to stay silent for so long. And you will realize their silence was not betrayal, it was survival. My beloved child, heaven says you are strong enough for this. The arrival you are about to witness is heaven's justice, carefully timed, carefully delivered. And when it happens, your soul will finally breathe. You may feel restless before this moment comes. Sleepless nights, strange dreams, and the sudden urge to look toward the door or window will become stronger. These are not coincidences, my beloved child, they are warnings that destiny is approaching. The arrival is written into your timeline like thunder before the rain. You cannot stop it, you cannot run from it, for it carries divine instruction. The shock will be overwhelming, but the release will be undeniable. Their voice will crack when they say your name. You will hear the tremble that carries both fear and love, guilt and longing. In that single sound, you will realize how much of their heart still belongs to you. This is why heaven asked you to prepare your spirit. Because when the revelation pours out, it will not be small, it will be mighty. The truth is heavier than you expect, but lighter once you receive it. The one who comes carries memories like scars written on their soul. They have replayed every moment with you in their mind, every word they didn't say, every step they took away. And now they are ready to face the cost of all of it. My beloved child, their journey back to you was not simple. Every obstacle, every delay, every painful night was heaven's way of shaping them for this return. Now they arrive carrying the humility they once lacked. Do not mistake their silence for absence. Even when they were gone, your energy never left their spirit. That is why they come back, because your presence has been a shadow they could never escape. And soon, you will not just see them, you will feel the weight of heaven's timing pressing on your chest. The alignment is perfect, the hour is chosen, and the knock on your door will echo louder than any sound you've heard. The moment will arrive when you least expect it. You might be sitting in silence, distracted by the weight of the day, when suddenly a shift will ripple through your space. My beloved child, this shift is the signal, the arrival has begun. Your spirit will know before your eyes confirm it. The air will thicken, your heartbeat will accelerate, and time itself will feel slower. This is how heaven prepares your body for impact. The person you see will look different, older perhaps, but their eyes will hold the same story they once carried. In those eyes, you will see both apology and confession. And it will break the silence that lived too long between you. They may not speak right away. Sometimes the shock of standing before you will steal their voice. But in that silence, their tears will speak what words cannot. My beloved child, this is not about revenge or punishment. It is about restoration, the kind that only comes when heaven demands truth to surface. This is why your name has been whispered so often in unseen places. The one arriving is not empty. They bring with them a choice, a turning point, a decision that will shape the path before you. What they reveal will unlock the gate to your next chapter. Do not fear the shaking in your heart. That trembling is proof of destiny moving through your body. You are strong enough to carry what is coming. They will lay everything bare, no more secrets, no more masks, no more running. And when they do, you will finally feel the release of answers you waited years for. The truth will meet your soul face to face. The sound of their footsteps will feel like thunder in your chest. Each step closer will carry the weight of all the years they stayed silent. My beloved child, your spirit will know that this is not an ordinary arrival. When they finally stand before you, their eyes will not hide anything. You will see love, regret, pain, and longing all mixed together. That look will tell you everything before they even open their mouth. For a moment, you may freeze, unable to breathe, unable to speak. The shock will be too strong, because the reality of their presence will crash into you like a storm. It will feel like a dream, but it will be the truth. And then, as their lips part, you will hear the words you thought would never reach you. Words buried in silence, words written in their heart but locked away by fear. Now, they spill into the open where they belong. The arrival is more than a reunion, it is an unveiling. Behind their words, you will find secrets that were never meant to stay hidden. The revelation will tie together pieces of your life that once felt scattered. My beloved child, you will not be the same after this. The truth they bring will stretch your emotions in every direction. Tears may fall, anger may rise, but healing will begin. They will confess that they carried your name in every silent prayer, every restless night, every hidden tear. Even when distance stood between you, you were never absent from their heart. And now, that truth comes rushing out like fire. Prepare yourself, because heaven says this moment cannot be delayed any longer. The encounter has been chosen, the timing perfected, the truth sharpened. Nothing will stop it now. The air around you will carry a weight you cannot explain. Even before you see them, your soul will whisper that something extraordinary is about to unfold. My beloved child, this is heaven's way of preparing you for the shock. You may feel a sudden stillness, as if the world has paused just for you. Time will slow, sounds will fade, and your heartbeat will echo louder than anything else. This silence is the drumroll for the revelation. Then, like lightning cutting through darkness, the door of destiny will open. The person you never expected to see again will stand there. And in that moment, your entire body will know that life has changed forever. They will hesitate at first, gripping their hands tightly, trying to gather the courage to speak. Their lips will tremble, but their eyes will plead with you to listen. And when their voice finally breaks through, it will feel like chains shattering. My beloved child, the words you hear will bring tears to your eyes. Not because they are weak, but because they carry the truth you have been starving for. At last, the silence of years will be broken. They will confess how deeply they regretted walking away, how every night felt empty without you, how no one else ever filled the space you left behind. Their heart has carried your shadow all this time. And now, they want to return it to the light. It will feel overwhelming at first, almost too much to bear. But as the confession unfolds, a weight inside you will begin to lift. The unanswered questions that haunted your soul will finally be silenced. This arrival is not just a moment, it is the turning of your destiny's page. What you do next will shape the rest of your journey. And heaven assures you, you are ready. Your spirit will tremble before the truth is spoken. You will feel a rush of heat through your chest, and your palms may sweat as if your body knows what is about to happen. My beloved child, this is heaven signaling you to stay strong. The person who stands before you is carrying the weight of years. They will look at you with eyes heavy from nights of regret and endless rehearsals of what to say. Their voice will crack, but their message will be unstoppable. At first, you might struggle to trust what you hear. Memories of past pain will flash in your mind, reminding you of the wounds they once caused. But the sincerity in their words will pierce through every wall. They will tell you things you never imagined. Secrets that were hidden not to harm you, but to protect you from a storm you weren't meant to face. And now, with trembling courage, they will place those truths in your hands. My beloved child, you will realize that destiny always wins. No matter how far apart you were, no matter how silent the years, the universe was always weaving this return. And now, heaven has declared that the appointed time has come. The emotions inside you will collide: shock, anger, relief, and an unexplainable peace. You may cry without even realizing the tears are falling. This is the release of burdens too heavy to carry any longer. They will admit that every road they walked still led them back to you. They will confess that nothing felt whole until they faced the truth with you. And in their words, you will hear the echo of heaven's plan. This arrival is not a coincidence. It is a divine orchestration, carefully written long before you even knew it would come. And now, it is unfolding right before your eyes. The moment of truth will not wait. When they finally speak, the air will feel electric, vibrating with words too powerful to stay hidden. My beloved child, every syllable will strike like thunder in your soul. They will tell you they never truly left you. Even in the distance, you lived inside their heart, echoing in every decision, haunting every silence. That confession alone will bring chills across your skin. You will see their tears fall without shame. They will not try to hide their weakness because this moment demands complete honesty. And as those tears fall, your spirit will recognize the weight of their journey. For years you prayed for clarity, for answers, for closure. Now heaven delivers it through the very lips you thought would stay sealed forever. This is the shock, not just their presence, but their complete surrender. My beloved child, their words will dig deep into the hidden corners of your heart. Memories will resurface, some painful, some sweet, but all drenched in truth. It will feel like time folding in on itself, returning what was lost. The person before you is not the same as the one who walked away. Life has humbled them, trials have broken them, and heaven has reshaped them for this moment. They are here not with pride, but with surrender. You will hear them speak of nights they couldn't sleep, days they couldn't move forward, moments when your absence nearly destroyed them. And in every word, you will hear the echo of destiny's pull. They could never erase you, no matter how hard they tried. This revelation will not only shock you, it will set you free. The truth that was hidden in shadows has finally come to stand in your light. And once it is spoken, there will be no turning back. The shock of their arrival will settle slowly, like a wave crashing and then retreating. At first, you will barely process the reality of them standing before you. My beloved child, your spirit will know this is not a dream but divine timing. Their hands may shake as they reach out toward you. They will not demand, they will not force, they will simply offer their truth. In that fragile moment, you will feel the strength of heaven surrounding you. The air will carry a strange silence, as though the universe itself is leaning in to listen. Every word spoken will feel larger than life, echoing inside your chest. And you will know that destiny has chosen this exact second for unveiling. They will speak of promises never kept, and why those promises were buried. They will tell you of choices they regret, and moments they wished they could change. And through it all, you will hear the sincerity that cannot be faked. My beloved child, the tears you once shed in loneliness have now reached heaven's throne. Those tears are being answered through this arrival. The one you thought you lost is returning not empty, but overflowing with truth. They will admit how pride once blinded them, how silence once strangled their soul. They will confess that every path away from you only led them into deeper emptiness. And that emptiness is what forced them back into your life. You will feel your own chest tighten as their words spill out. But instead of breaking you, they will heal the wounds left open for too long. It will be like a bandage finally removed, letting light touch the scar. This is the surprise you were never meant to expect but always meant to receive. Their presence will unlock the next season of your destiny. And heaven is saying you are strong enough to walk through it. The arrival will not just touch your door, it will touch your destiny. Every second before their words will feel like eternity stretching itself thin. My beloved child, this is heaven pressing pause so you can absorb the weight of the moment. They will not come to harm you, they will come to free themselves and free you. Years of silence have burned inside them like fire. Now, standing before you, they cannot hold it back anymore. Their confession will not be rehearsed, it will be raw, trembling, and full of emotion. You will hear the breaks in their voice, the rush in their breath, the pounding in their chest. And in that imperfection, you will hear truth. This will be the kind of truth that cannot be denied. It will pierce through the years of distance, the wounds of betrayal, the scars of abandonment. It will land in your soul like a long-awaited key unlocking hidden doors. My beloved child, you may feel weak in your knees as the words pour out. You may even want to step back, as if protecting your heart. But heaven says this is not the time to run, it is the time to listen. The one who comes has fought battles you never saw. Their silence was not emptiness, it was survival. And now, that silence is ending in front of you. They will speak of love that never died, of memories that never faded, of nights that were haunted by your absence. They will tell you that even when their body was far, their spirit was tied to yours. And that tie has pulled them back at last. The shock will melt into clarity. You will understand why everything unfolded the way it did. And though the journey was painful, the destination is finally here. The weight of their confession will hang in the air like thunderclouds before a storm. Every pause between their words will feel like lightning waiting to strike. My beloved child, heaven says your heart must stay open in this moment. They will not hide behind excuses. Instead, they will surrender their pride and expose the fragile truth that has lived inside them for too long. You will see the cracks in their spirit, and through those cracks, the light of honesty will shine. The air will grow heavy, almost sacred. It will feel as though the walls themselves are listening, carrying the echo of destiny across every corner. In that atmosphere, you will realize this is no ordinary arrival. Their hands may tremble, their voice may break, but they will keep speaking. Because silence has cost them too much, and they can no longer carry it. Each word they release will break the chains around both of your hearts. My beloved child, you will feel your soul respond before your mind does. A strange warmth will wash over you, calming your fear while igniting your strength. This is heaven assuring you that you are safe in this unveiling. They will speak of paths they should never have taken. They will admit that losing you was the wound that never healed. And now, standing before you, they are ready to close that chapter with truth. The shock will not only come from what they say, but how much they reveal. Stories you never knew, choices made in secret, sacrifices hidden from your eyes, all of them will come to light. And in that revelation, clarity will rise like dawn after endless night. You will feel the release in your spirit, as though a burden you never understood is finally being lifted. Tears may fall, but those tears will water the ground of your new beginning. This is not the end, it is the unfolding of the chapter you were meant to reach.